Hello and welcome to the Listening Post's unboxing channel on YouTube. Today it is with great pride that I'm sharing a stunning piece of electronics from Atoll, their SDA200. This combination streaming and high-end signature integrated amplifier is a unique set of features. Commonly done poorly by most other brands, this thing has a 120 watt amplifier on board, peaking, will run 200 watts into 4 ohms, but also their lovely streamer. It means it's fully featured. The app to use is really easy. It supports Tidal and Deezer, and look, all of the streaming formats are covered. It'll support thumb drives, it'll support streamed music off a server, you name it. It's utterly perfect, yet sonically a cut above the rest by a margin and a half. So, very proud to be sharing the SDA200 with you today. So, Atoll's packaging. As things climb up in size, so does the packaging. This larger power supply and other things feeding the unit means it's heavy, and the packaging is designed to better support that larger product. The boxes are still relatively muted, and the only the only idea of what's inside is a simple delineation on the edge along with a stamped serial number. The stuff's all made in France, and that's really important. The quality set that they are bringing to the table for a relatively modest price is why this product sits well above its competition. There's an emulation of the model and serial number on one side, and again an emulation of the branding. Opening these is really easy. They're only taped closed with some basic clear plastic packing tape, so getting into them very straightforward. Because of the weight and the bulk of this product, it's actually packaged a little bit differently to some of the more entry-level products. And you'll see immediately as we drill into it the use of closed cell foam and cardboard to support the unit in transit. The first thing you'll see is Atoll's remote control. It's in a plastic slip, and in with the remote control we've got the two Wi-Fi and Bluetooth antenna. The remote will operate any number of different Atoll pieces, including the CD player. There's a New Zealand IEC power cord just sort of wedged down one side, firmly at the base. And again the packaging. Now the unit is so well supported. I mean, look at that. The foam that they've inserted around it ensures this product is going to be always delivered in one piece. Once removed, we discover the user manual and a couple of other little cards associated with Q-Buzz and some free downloads as far as Tidal and things along those lines as well. The amplifier is quite weighty, but lifting it out is relatively straightforward, revealing the last of the packaging in the bottom. Unlike others that we've unboxed so far, this unit now has a protective bag. And getting it out of it's relatively straightforward. Now the first thing we'll see spinning it around is a beautiful elegance to its design. It's not designed to be shouty and sort of scream at you off the shelf. It's designed to just sit there and do what it needs to do. But it's complemented with a very large colour display, which makes the navigation of your music library and your streaming sources really easy. The extruded aluminium front is engraved with the model number of SDA200. Then it has two rotary encoders, one for volume and one for input selection and navigation through the on-screen display. There is a USB input, there is the branding of Atoll Electronics along the front, and a return button to get you exit out, with the enter being coming into an option and the return or exit getting you back out one step. And then we've got a 6 1/4 headphone socket. It's the base of the product that alludes to some of the things inside. The very large bolts sit to position the two toroidal power supplies and ensure that they are secured in place. Tilting it forward, you see a lovely elegance to the ventilation requirements for its outputs. That sort of beautiful curve sets this piece apart and just gives it again a touch of elegance. Spinning it around to the side, we see it's a relatively contemporary depth and that the ventilation continues down this side. So at the back that we see a myriad of inputs and outputs, and this is what sets it apart from everything in its class. The boring stuff, we've got a basic rocking switch with an IEC input and a fuse, along with a beautiful output for the left-hand channel. The fit and finish on the binding posts is superb, and it's ready to accept bananas, spades or a bare wire. There are two wireless antennas outputs, and between that of course the network socket. Now of course if you're taking any of your streaming seriously, you should consider running a network cable to a device. For obvious reasons, it's not only more stable but infinitely superior as far as its speed. There's this USB at the back, and this will support modest size hard drives. The network socket, as I alluded to, and then two coax and two optical digital inputs. This has such a wonderful DAC on board that this can become a hub for so much more than just its own internal streaming. You can utilise it for any number of different sources, including high-end CD transports. It has digital out, and this makes it again a little bit more unique. Often products with decent streaming on board lock you into using it internally and don't allow you to easily get it out to an external device or stream it perhaps around the house. These outputs enable you to add it into any number of different situations in any number of environments in your home. It has two standard line inputs. A phono stage is absent from this model, although an external one could easily be purchased. And then it has a traditional stereo pre-out, enabling it to go to a larger power amplifier or perhaps utilise a stereo subwoofer. And then finally we've got the right output, again an emulation of a beautiful fit and finish for the binding posts. Spinning it around and again having a look at just how simple and elegant it is, and please hang around for some photographs. I'll power it up and I'll take some close-ups of the on-screen display. But there we have it, Atoll's streaming integrated amplifier. 120 watts a channel, stunning sound. Unboxed here at the Listening Post in Christchurch, New Zealand. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more, subscribe to our channel.